Good evening, everyone. My name is Noah Ramirez. I'm with Public Works. I'm a senior civil engineer. It's kind of hard to follow after Meredith. She had all the fun stuff, Parks, Rec, and Marine. So I've got a couple of projects I can update on. The first one you'll see is Chestnut Avenue between 3rd Street and Loma Vista Drive. The concrete improvements on that project should be completed by the end of this week. Paving is scheduled to commence the first week of June, and that project should be completed by the end of the month of June. Another project that's well underway and under construction is Pine Avenue between Seaside Way and Anaheim Street. And that project is nearing the south end of the project limits and should be completed by July. Along with Gumbiner Park, we have two projects that are going to kind of start at a point at the intersection of 7th and Alamitos and shoot out in two different directions. One street project is Alamitos from 7th all the way to Orange. So that project's been bid out and it should be starting in the next couple of weeks. Similarly, 7th Street between Alamitos and Atlantic will also be starting. And lastly, two other projects is Lorena Green project, or the exact name is Lorena Alleys, the Alley Ways and Means. Courts and Ways, thank you. That will be starting in the next couple of weeks. There's some preparatory work that just started, I believe, this week. And then lastly, our Neighborhood Services Department will be doing a tree planting event on May 30th, and they'll be meeting here. And that's all I've got to update.
I'm a little confused when you say like 7th and Alamitos and you're going to go both ways. What is it you're doing going both ways?
That's the same question.
Oh, great question, sorry. Those are rehabilitation street projects, so they'll be doing the street improvements. And those improvements consist of sidewalk improvements, curb, gutter, and the street rehabilitation, the asphalt in the street. Sorry, I didn't mention that. Thank you. Great question.
There were a number of project ideas when we were doing criterion that were talking about public safety, lighting, things like that. And then you mentioned the courts and ways, which are, I think, sort of historically dark and not maybe all that well lit. Anyway, I'm just wondering, as you progress through whatever the plan is to work on courts and ways, is that going to involve cameras, lighting, that sort of stuff, so we don't need to talk about that in that neighborhood?
From what I understand, the Lorena project brings some sustainability elements. It's got the concrete pavers that bring some of the latest things in technology in the industry, such as pavers for infiltration, some sustainability elements, drought tolerant. It's some of the beautification elements that the community likes to see. Yes.
About 3 years ago, when Wilmar came through and Robert Garcia was the council person, we did an inventory of all of the, some people call them alleys, but since people's front doors open up on them, they're not alleys, they're actually courts and ways. And people live on those, and the front doors are there. So we found one of them, which was Lorena Court, which has got this fantastic string of buildings, and everybody's front door opens up to it. So we thought, instead of having it to where you've got trash trucks going up and down every minute, why not look at possibly, I think there's still an idea of having bollards to where they could be removed, but also permeable concrete or the grass in the area and beautify this one and really letting these neighbors have a wonderful spot to where now you've built this one little community a single block at a time. And I'm sure it's going to be one of many, many projects once it takes off.
Yes, that's correct. It's somewhat of a pilot program. I don't know that it's been done a whole lot. I know that's the latest trend of bringing sustainability to our projects. And I do know that I believe our planning department was able to secure a grant that is paying for that project. But that's kind of a pilot program, and that's it'll give you an idea of more projects of that similar type to come. But thank you, Jim. That's a good description of the project.